What's going on, everybody? Will here, and welcome to the Book Barrel. Today we'll be doing my TBRs for Read Caribbean and also the Throwbackathon. If this is your first time here, thanks so much for stopping by. If you want more videos like these, consider hitting that subscribe button and don't forget to turn on your notifications. So we'll get started with the Read Caribbean. This one is one that I heard about from Sajid over at Books Are My Social Life, so I want to shout him out. What's up, bro? And for Read Caribbean, I want to read The History of Seven Killings by Marlon James. It's qualified as Read Caribbean because I think it's set in Jamaica, and also the author himself is Jamaican. And so I've read a little bit of the sample. It's going to be a bit of a challenge for me just because of the page count. I think it's pretty hefty at over, I think it's a little north of 650 pages. And also it's a lot of different narrators. And I don't know if there's time jumps, but it's a non-linear form of narrative. And I tend to struggle with those, but I really want to give this one a go. It looks so interesting, and I've been hearing some good things. So wish me luck! And Read Caribbean is going to take place for the entirety of June. So if you all want to come in and join, let me know what you all will be reading. I'm going to be checking out some of your videos as well, and really excited to see how it goes. The Throwbackathon from Melanin Eclectic and the Black Prose Book Club is actually taking place from June 15th up until I think it's June 21st. Correct me if I'm wrong. They have 5 different prompts that they've put out to kind of guide you in your book selection. And they are: number 1, Batman Beyond. Read a book where a character has a secret identity and or is hiding something major. For that one, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I just finished reading Walter Mosley's The Man in My Basement, and that one, both of the main characters are hiding something major. One character is actually hiding the other character, and then the other character is hiding something about themselves, so it gets deep. That one was really good, and I'll probably do a review. Number 2, Recess. Read a book surrounding a group of friends. For that one, I'm going to be reading The Spirit Eater by Rachel Aaron, and that is actually the 3rd installment in the Eli Mom Press series. That's one that I read the first 2 books, kind of took a break, and I never got back to it, and so I want to get back in there and finish that up. That book is actually a fantasy book, and the magic system's pretty cool. It's pretty much like everything around you has feelings and emotions. You just tap into it and kind of finesse, and you can get what you want. And so because the main character, Eli Mompress, is so persuasive, I guess you can say, or so charismatic in the spiritual realm, that unlocks certain powers and potential that he has that nobody else has been able to tap into. Number 3, Rockos Modern Life. Read a book that you consider a guilty pleasure. So for that one, I'm going to be reading The Universe Doesn't Give a Flying F About You by Johnny Truant. That is a guilty pleasure of mine because it's like one of those short, kind of slap you across the face, self-help type books. And basically the premise is the world is bigger than you. You're not at the center of it all. So with that being the case, it also frees you up to, live your life and do what it is that interests you, make things happen. And there's not like a great audience, this celestial audience that's waiting on you to fail or anything like that. It's just giving you permission to get out there and do what you want to do. So that's a guilty pleasure of mine. I don't think it would get high ratings from reviewers. I don't think it has any literary merit. And so for that reason, I just like it, and I call it a guilty pleasure. Number 4, Gargoyles. Read a book based on ancient myth, mythology, or history. For that one, I'm going to be reading Cersei by Madeline Miller. Probably everybody who's watching this video has read Cersei before, so like I'm hearing so many reviews. Some people like it, some people hate it. I'm going to make my own decision. Those of you who already are familiar with the story, Cersei is the daughter of Helios, the sun god, and Prose. And basically this is her kind of like a retelling of her original Greek mythology, and it's character driven, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be great. So let's get it. 5, Doug. Read a coming of age story. For this one, I'm gonna read The Unthinkable Thoughts of Jacob Green by Joshua Braff. Actually gonna be a reread for me. I don't really like stories with super duper young protagonists, but I'm gonna read it again. I enjoyed this one because I was younger when I read it originally, and so we'll see if I still enjoy it. I remember it producing a few chuckles here and there, so I'm excited to get back in there and read it again. Hopefully I have another enjoyable experience. So that's what I'm doing for the Throwbackathon. If you all are going to be participating, let me know in the comments. I love to know what you all are reading, and let's get it. Let's have some fun.